Hi, students. We are at week 4 as the semester continues to march on, and it's for the week of September 12th through September 18th. As always, if you're watching this video, you've made it to the weekly overview. Disregard this. It'll be updated by the time you see this, and it'll have this semester's link, okay, video. So don't worry about that, but you'll always see the overview. This week is all about effective teaching and making sure we, as instructors, future professors, really measure and understand the importance of effective teaching in terms of how you structure a lecture, what type of lectures you do, how you relay information to students, how you're measuring the effectiveness of how students are learning. And those are all things that we're going to want you to reflect on this week, right? Next week is our big week. It's our mini lecture. It's your first chance to really kind of give it a chance on a topic that you're familiar with. So this is the last week that we'll build on for the mini lecture information and content to keep in mind as you guys get ready to do your videos next week, okay? So first thing is I want you guys to look at the lecture on effective teaching. You'll see, as always, the lecture and then a short video with me kind of going over the PowerPoint for you. There are a couple of assignments this week that I want to make sure you guys are aware of. First is this really great article on prioritizing instructional behaviors and characteristics. Basically, what are effective teaching characteristics for ideal instructors, right? So it's a great article. I want you guys to go through it. And then once you've reviewed it, I want you to write a reflection based on what, after you've gone over it and reviewed some of the characteristics and effective teaching methods, I want you to kind of, look at yourself and say, okay, I think I do this well, I don't do this well. And I want you to really analyze those and go through it. Okay. So I'm looking forward to reading about what you guys think. But again, 250 words, short reflection, but really want you to take a look at that. Okay. More about effective teaching. And again, just understanding that there's a great TED Talk by Rita Pearson, where she talks a lot about what are characteristics of effective teaching. So once you watch this TED Talk, very well worth your time, I promise. I want you guys to go through here. And again, a short reflection, 250 words minimum, talk about, after reviewing the TED Talk, how does that shape your plans as you start, your journey on discovering what your role in post-secondary studies will be? Specifically, I want really for you to discuss at least 3 things that really stood out from Rita's lecture TED Talk. I think it's really important that we look at that. Okay, so watch the video, do the short reflection, and that's part of it as well, right? We are marching along. We're at reaction paper 3. I think most of you have gotten kind of the flow of these. This is reflection paper number 3. It's right there, same like the other ones. And then again, as we prep for mini lecture next week, more reminders for you guys to look at, okay? Again, as you pick your mini lecture, it can be any topic. This should be something you're very familiar with, that you love to talk about, that you're really knowledgeable about, because this is really about getting into the flow of going through a lecture specifically for a topic that you really enjoy. Okay, so that's it for the week. Pretty easy week, I think, but really informative, and I think it'll help build as you guys get ready for your mini lectures next week. Okay, so overview here, lecture, a wonderful journal article on instructional behaviors. I want a reflection from that. A TED Talk video by Rita Pearson, who's wonderful, your reflection on that, and then your reaction papers. So that should do it for this week. So if you have any questions, please email me, and I look forward to continuing to read the great work you guys are doing and then be able to build off of that as we get ready for our mini lectures. Okay. All right, guys, have a great week. As always, please call me if there are any questions. Take care, guys. See you next week.